Let's see what we have in the fishing journal. See what we got. November 24th. Went to Bass Pro and bought baitcaster and new reel. 30 to 33 degree air temperature. 41 degree water temperature. Went out late, 10 p.m. I was using a Texas Red. It's funny, I didn't write it in here. I just said using Texas Red. I was using a Texas Red crayfish. Using baitcaster working the point. I had one strike on the channel side parallel. Was about to switch to my spinning reel when my rod felt heavy. And I couldn't believe I had a fish on the baitcaster. Felt really heavy and the baitcaster felt really jerky. Hooked very well. 6 pounds, 13 ounces. Wind and waves from south, maybe 8 to 10 miles per hour. Not one cloud in the sky. This was one day after a full moon. And she was caught at 11:15 p.m. One bass total. My first fish ever on a baitcaster is my largest largemouth I've ever caught in my entire life. First bass I ever caught. First bass I ever caught in my life on a baitcaster. And I remember I was reeling her in, and I was so used to reeling with a spinning reel that it felt so jerky because I was reeling and it just felt so like, you know, the rotation on a baitcaster is so much different. I wasn't used to it, and it felt so jerky to me. I couldn't even. And when I shined my light on the fish, I looked at it, and I thought, oh my God, I can't believe I'm gonna fight this fish with this stupid freaking baitcaster. I was like, there was a part of me that was like, I was excited about the fish, but I was like, I can't believe, like, when I netted it, I knew it was over 6 pounds. And my goal for that year was I was trying to catch a 6-pound fish. And when I caught that bass, I knew it was over 6 pounds. I knew it had to be over 6 pounds. I was like, wow. I looked at her and I had caught, you know, upper 5-pounders, but this fish was in just a different class of its own. But anyway, that was the first. I think the lesson of the story is, well, I didn't know I was going to catch the biggest fish in my life on. I still can't believe that to this day that's my biggest fish, and it was the first time ever using a baitcaster, like ever. And I just remember I was reeling in, and I just couldn't reel worth shit. I couldn't. It was so jerky, and I was so annoyed. But that night was amazing. I called my dad out. I said, Dad, you gotta check out this fish. And you know, one day after a full moon, and I remember that night. I had been out there for a while. I had been fishing out there for a couple of hours, and there wasn't much going on. And it's amazing. There's, you know, no clouds, but yeah, it was just an amazing fish. And it was late in the season too, November 23rd. You know, water temperature was 43 degrees, which is, yeah, that's getting down there. So yeah,